Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's talk about the players, some of the players that have had over 200 hits in a season, and we're going to finish out with number one. I'm just going to go over the big names, and if your name is not on this list, then you are not one of the best hitters of all time because this is a complete list. Also, the ending is going to be a little bit controversial, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go over the big names here. Red Shane Dienst, Ryan Sandberg, Babe Ruth, Phil Rizzuto, Placido Polanco, John Olrud, Stan Musial, Vladimir Guerrero, Hank Greenberg, Lou Gehrig, Steve Garvey, three times there, right at 200. Kurt Flood, Ed Delahanty, Doc Kramer, Robinson Cano, Michael Brantley, Lou Brock, Adrian Beltre, Wade Boggs, Barry Bonds. I have my reasons that he should definitely be off this list, and he's not the greatest player of all time, no matter what people say. Let's skip him. Albert Bell, Buddy Bell, Jose Altuve, Hank Aaron, Honus Wagner again, George Sisler. George Sisler, very stressful for me because he's the greatest St. Louis Brown of all time. And my dad was actually drafted by the St. Louis Browns. My dad was quite a bit older when I was born. That's another story, but he was drafted by the St. Louis Browns. And George Sisler, greatest Brown of all time. Also, he's going to be part of my controversial ending here. Alex Rodriguez, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, let's see, Ender Inciarte, Hank Greenberg again, Goose Goslin twice, D. Gordon, Charlie Gehringer, Roberto Clemente, Melky Cabrera, Bill Buckner again, Garrett Anderson. Yeah, Garrett Anderson, the man, Garrett Anderson. And let's see here, Lefty O'Doul, Wally Moses, Derek Jeter, Shoeless Joe Jackson, Vladimir Guerrero again, Steve Garvey again, Doc Kramer, Earl Combs, Miguel Tejada, Chase Utley, Joe Torre. We're just going through name after name here. Baseball is so crazy deep, it's insane. Derek Jeter, okay, Tony Gwynn, Hank Greenberg, Rogers Hornsby, Rod Carew, Miguel Tejada, Jose Reyes, Pete Rose. Oh man, Pete Rose, that's another story. Oh, there's so many stories in here. There's so many stories waiting to open up. Robinson Cano, Jose Altuve, Alan Trammell, George Sisler again, Babe Ruth, Pete Rose again, Rogers Hornsby again, Stan Musial again, D. Gordon, Miguel Cabrera, Wade Boggs, Richie Ashburn, Lou Whitaker, Hal Trosky, Mike Sweeney, Ichiro Suzuki, Jim Rice, Derek Jeter, Whit Merrifield, Vladimir Guerrero twice, Johnny Frederick twice, Joe DiMaggio. Okay, let's just go up the list. Brett Boone, Lou Brock again. Man, this list is crazy. Kirby Puckett, these are big names. Stan Musial, Don Mattingly. That is a big name. That's a big name. Wade Boggs, Hack Wilson, Maury Wills, Buck Weaver, Ichiro Suzuki, Pete Rose, Frank Robinson, Willie Mays, Nap LaJoie, Lou Gehrig. Hopefully, I'm not skipping anybody that my eyes just roll over. Pete Rose, Alfonso Soriano. Okay, this list is getting higher and higher. Let's keep going. Nomar Garcia Parra, Steve Sachs, Roberto Clemente, Rose, Lofton, Puckett, Ripken, Gehrig, Steve Garvey, Wade Boggs again, Craig Biggio, Tris Speaker, Don Mattingly again. Okay, Lou Gehrig, Kurt Flood, Ty Cobb, Clemente, Ichiro Suzuki. Okay, let's just skip a few. Derek Jeter, Jacoby Ellsbury, George Brett, Michael Young, Ichiro again, Rodriguez, Tony Gwynn, Adrian Gonzalez, Charlie Blackmon, Miguel Tejada, Ichiro Suzuki, Tris Speaker, Nap LaJoie, Johnny Damon, Wade Boggs, Mookie Betts, Pete Rose. Let's keep going. Dave Parker, Kirby Puckett, Joe DiMaggio, George Brett, Richie Ashburn again. George Sisler again, Hal Trosky again, Sam Rice, Paul Molitor, Willie McGee, Baby Doll Jacobson. Let's see here, George Burns, Jose Altuve, let's see, Babe Herman. That's another Babe. That's Babe Herman. That's a totally different person. Tris Speaker, Pete Rose, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Now we're getting to the ultimate list. Rogers Hornsby, Tony Gwynn, Lou Gehrig, Rod Carew. Oh man, this list is getting better and better. Cecil Cooper, Dante Bichette, Stan Musial, Tony Gwynn, Lou Gehrig, Michael Young, Richie Ashburn. Man, this list is getting good. Hank Aaron, Ichiro Suzuki, George Sisler, and Ichiro Suzuki again. Tip O'Neill, Paul Molitor, Ty Cobb, Jose Altuve again with 225 hits. I think that's his top. Ty Cobb, Shoeless Joe, Nap LaJoy, Rogers Hornsby, Jim Bottomley, Stan Musial, Rogers Hornsby again, Joe Torre, Pete Rose, Stan Musial again. Oh man, Freddie Lindstrom twice, Nap LaJoy again, Shoeless Joe again, Kirby Puckett again, Rogers Hornsby again. This is absolutely crazy. Ichiro again, Don Mattingly again, Rod Carew again, Wade Boggs. Okay, let's stop with the agains. Babe Herman, Ichiro, Sisler, Ty Cobb. Okay, let's go to the top 10. Ichiro Suzuki, George Sisler, Ty Cobb, Rogers Hornsby. Oh man, this is crazy. Al Simmons, Bill Terry, Lefty O'Doul, George Sisler, and Ichiro Suzuki. And let's just look at their pictures right there for fun. And I'm going to end it on a controversial note, was the fact that I think the greatest season of all time is actually George Sisler. He did it in 154 games, whereas Ichiro did it in 162. I did my math. Ichiro was short either 11 or 12 hits at game 154, which would not have broken the record. He would have had somewhere between 250 to 251 hits, which would have made him 6 to 7 hits short of the record. So for me, the greatest season of all time is definitely George Sisler, who is also the greatest St. Louis Brown of all time. He played first base. He had extended range. He wasn't a slugger, but there's a great picture of him online if you guys want to look it up. I believe he's shaking hands with Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb. Those are some of the greatest players of all time. George Sisler, once again, in my opinion, no hate on anybody, the greatest batting season of all time.